Russ is with us in Dayton, Ohio. Hi, Russ. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
So, I'm an avid Insight XM channel listener, and they've kind of reformatted and redid the schedule. I've been listening to you for about maybe 4 or 5 days now.
Cool. Welcome.
And I'm intrigued, to say the least.
Welcome. Good to have you. Thanks for hanging out.
My basic question is, I'm going to give you where I'm at right now. The next question is, if you were me, what do I do?
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 41. My wife is 36.
Cool. What do you do for a living?
I'm a college professor.
Awesome. What's your household income?
Together, 140-ish,
Wow.
and we put she maxes out her 401k, and I have the state teacher's retirement.
Cool. Good for you. Okay. Do you have any debt other than your home?
Yeah, I've got about 20-ish, somewhere around there in school loans that I am on year 5 of 10 of when I reach 10 years of teaching, then I will have them forgiven, whatever's the remaining balance. We've got a $7,000 to $8,000 on a car, and then our mortgage, we're down to about $70,000.
Good for you. Well, you're doing really well. So what happened was about 30 years ago, I went completely broke. I started buying and selling real estate in my 20s when I first got married, and I got deeply into debt, and I had a great net worth and a great income, but a lot of debt. Bank got sold to another bank, called our notes. We spent the next 2.5 years of our life losing everything we owned. So by the time I was 28, I had been a millionaire, and I was bankrupt. And I'm 58 now, by the way. Okay. And so that's kind of the backstory on this of how we got at this stuff, because I have a finance degree and all these other letters and licenses after my name, but our advice is not the standard fare advice, and part of it comes from our story. That's why I bring that up, because I don't ever want to go back there again. You understand that, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. I spent, I have an engineering degree, and then I went back for my master's. I spent a good 12 years between 21 and whatever that, add 12 years to that, being a complete screw up.
Okay. Well, we're brothers then. Okay. So anyway, we started coaching people on the best way to build wealth. And we developed that over the years in great detail and with great history and data, large numbers of data. Okay, so it's not a theory. This is not textbook. This is like 5 million people have been through our financial peace classes, as an example. Okay, and I've been doing this show almost 30 years now. I've been doing it 27 years. So long time before we got to XM, right? But anyway, all of that to say that this is a proven system, and we teach a thing called the baby steps. And it's the order in which to attack your finances, and it gives me the basis to answer your question. The baby steps is, the first baby step is before you do anything, save $1,000 as a beginner starter emergency fund. Now, you probably have a savings account in what you've described here. How much is in your savings account, not retirement?
$60,000.
Okay, so you've got a good emergency fund. Okay, your $1,000. And during the first 3 baby steps, we temporarily stop all investing until we accomplish these foundational steps upon which we're going to build the rest of the house. Okay, baby step 2 is to become debt-free, everything but the house. The reason to do that is that when you have no payments, it's much easier to build wealth and increase your generosity. And those are two.
Let me just.
So to short circuit. Let me go. Keep going. Just a second.
No, you're fine.
Baby step 3 is once you're out of debt, everything but your home, we would have you build then upon your emergency fund of $1,000 up to 3 to 6 months of expenses. Those you do specifically in order. Then baby steps 4, 5, and 6 we do simultaneously. 4 is 15% of your income into retirement. While we start saving for college for kids, that's 5. And then any other money we can squeeze out, we throw at the house and pay off the house early, baby step 6. With your income, you're going to be to baby step 7, which is 100% debt-free and maxing out all retirement very quickly in your situation. So applying that to your numbers very quickly, what I would do is just pay off your car and your student loan today.
Okay.
You'd be debt-free but your house. It's kind of weird. But you still got $32,000 in your emergency fund, which in your house is enough for your emergency fund. If you want to save for other purchases, you save them in a different account. Your rainy day fund is not to be touched unless it's raining. It's only for emergencies. And you probably need about $30,000 in there, and you got that left over after you're debt-free. Then you're already putting money into your retirement accounts, aren't you?
Absolutely, yeah.
So we wouldn't stop.
I could put more. I have a different, I don't remember the number, but I can put another 20% into a different thing that is offered in Ohio for teachers.
Well, I might do that, or I might do just Roth IRAs and good growth stock mutual funds. But I want you to put 15% of your household income total into all your retirement programs, no more until you get your house paid off and your kids' college going. I don't want to put 30% in.
Sure. We don't have kids. We joke and say that we have vacations.
Gotcha. That's good. Okay, so we can skip baby step 5. So I want you to put no more than 15% of your income, 15%, 0.15 times 140, okay? Sure. And so, we're talking about $22,000, okay, into retirement. Yeah. No more than that, and throw everything else at this little dinky mortgage you got. You got a small mortgage. And what's going to happen is in about 4 years, your house is going to be paid for. 3 years, your house is going to be paid for. And then you got no payments in the world. Now you got nothing to do but build wealth, live, and be generous, and lots of vacations.
Oh, absolutely. Now, I do have a very specific question.
Okay.
I'm driving a car that is affectionately, we call it the moonshot, because it just now went to 250,000 miles, which is about the approximate distance to the moon.
Gotcha.
I drive 1,500 miles a week for work. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at trying to upgrade to get better gas mileage. Yeah. And would it be better to pay off the car, buy a car outright versus maybe paying off the mortgage, or versus
once we're out of debt, we're never going to borrow again.
Okay.
So you're going to save up and pay cash for this car.
Okay, even if I could get like a 0% for 60 years,
we're never borrowing money again.
Okay.
It's a real clean way of living. It's very simple. It's no stress. There's no risk. No matter what happens in the economy, you've got all of your income to build wealth and live and give. You can enjoy it. You can build wealth. You can live and give. There's only 3 things you can do with money: spend it, give it, and save it. And you ought to be doing all 3. But you can do more of all of that when you don't know a dime. Quit playing all of these corporations' games where they make money on you. The only 0% interest are on new cars. New cars lose 60% of their value to 70% of their value in the first 4 years. You shouldn't buy a brand new car until you're debt-free. You do need to move up in car. I agree with you. But you pay cash for a 1 or a 2-year-old car. Whatever you're driving, you're destroying its value with that miles anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
You're running miles like crazy, so you don't want to destroy a good car's value. You want to destroy a medium, reliable car's value. Hey, hold on. I'm going to have Kelly send you a copy of the book, The Total Money Makeover, that describes all this to celebrate you being a new listener. We're honored to have you, sir.